Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another flying. And today we're going to be flying a quick round trip from Bergen to Oslo. A fairly short duty today. Yeah, we're currently standing here at the gate. Currently standing here at the gate Bravo 17. We're sitting here, actually, to be exact, in Flesland. And we're going to start prepping for our flight to Oslo. Before we start with the briefing, we will, of course, introduce the members. So we have ATC Swede, Lars, Melvin, and Martin. So shout out to all of you, and as always, thank you for your support. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, sorry. Yes. Wait, wrong button. Oh, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Doing well. Yes, are we ready for the briefing now? Just get the iPad. There we go. So, already gone through the flight plans. There is not really anything special. There's a few things at least, but nothing really significant. Depends how we look at it. But at least it's gonna be it's the 17th of January 2026. Flying with Fox Golf Hotel today on the max. And yeah, departure time 7:30. And the flight time is 45, landing at 8:25. 310, no dispatch remarks, minimum fuel will be 5.1 tons, so not thinking about the fuel to Oslo already. And we have Bergen Flesland as well as alternate, with nothing on the EML or CDL neither. Going to be fairly heavy aircraft, 66.6 on the departure, so 172 packs, so fairly filled up aircraft today. Cheval is 2, so nothing special with that. Continue down to the weather. I'll take the latest, that's both airports. Sorry, can't even write. There we go. Ladies and Bergen, the 620-meter winds of 107 with view at 2500, good visibility. Broken 3040.1, QNH 1021, no sig, remark wind at 1000 feet, 140 at 14. And generally the forecast today is looking good, maybe some rain is expected, but nothing unusual at least. And continuing towards Oslo, the latest weather there as well. This is the 620-meter, winds available 2 knots with 600 meters in visibility. 300 in west. And I think 01s are probably new. So 01 left is 600, no change. And 01 right is 1000, no change with fog. Vertical 200, temperature 1.0, QNH 1022, tempo with freezing fog. So not the best weather at all. And we are expecting generally good weather, but also in this area, I expect this time period, about when we're departing and landing in Oslo, it's going to be 500 meters with freezing fog, vertical 200 feet on the becoming. So most likely it's going to be an automatic landing today indeed. That's for sure. And NOTAMs for Flesland. Only notable thing is an unmanned aircraft flying in the vicinity at the coast center base. It's up to 420 feet AMSL. And Oslo, the ILS for 01 left is downgraded to Cat 1, and the RMP minimum changes for the for 1 line right. And especially in regards to the ILS for 01 left is downgraded to Cat 1, definitely then means that they are not using 01 left for landings at the moment. Not that they're using that in low visibility nevertheless, they're using 01 right then, so yeah. Significant. Flight of 10450 on the valid 6UTC 17th of January 26. Nothing. We do have a jet stream, but I have no clue where it is in altitude, and by the time there we are descending, it's definitely more than 28,000 feet-ish. So most likely not a flight level 100 to say that way. And winds are looking fairly good with crosswind for the most part, but just slight cross tailwind. But for the most part, a crosswind component on the flight today. Yes. Do you guys have any thoughts in regards of fuel to Oslo? But just check runway news at the moment if it is 01s or 19ers. Yeah, it's actually 19ers, so one on the right is for landing. Yes, any thoughts? Nothing? At least, to be honest, weather-wise, we have a cat-free minima into 100 cat-free approved. As long as the LPV is enforced, then no problems using that. So to be honest, I don't really see a reason to take anything extra. We should be able to get down on first try. So yeah, at least I'm happy with flight plan fueling of 5,100 kilos. Again, slow visibility, yes. But we have, what's the minimum visibility for a cat-free? 50 meters? 500? 600 actually. It's well above, so. I think it is not even in LVP conditions. I think it is maybe a cat 2 at the moment. So, yeah, because LVP is at 550 or less, and or a ceiling of 200 feet or less. So yeah, generally though, maybe not even low LVP at the moment in Oslo actually. So yeah, a return trip departing at 8:55, so 30-minute turn. Flight time 45, landing 9:50. 280 on the return. No dispatch remarks. Minimum 4.6. And Stavanger is alternate. Yeah, expecting basically almost full aircraft. I think we have 2 seats available. This is not the 186-seater on this aircraft, that's for sure. Actually, don't think we have any 186-seater Maxes in the fleet, actually. And yeah, 68.6 tons on the takeaway, so a bit heavier as well on the final flight. Max and Chevrolet 5 of the GQ, so maybe some turbulence is then anticipated on the return leg. Weather we're going through for Stavanger, and if you notice, we have a Sigma here, but it's not valid for us. It's outdated at 7 UTC, so yeah, it's not going to be for us. And I couldn't even find it on in Norway anywhere, so apologies. The weather Stavanger is looking good. Fiat the 2005 Scout 4000. Oi, what's happening here? Sorry. And the probability 40 tempo with the rain, so. But that's not before 1718, so it's fairly late. I can just disregard that. And no times, nothing changed there. No, Stavanger, the Takan is out of service, but that's really the only thing. Weather-wise, nothing changed there neither. We just have got the 12 UTC chart instead, but weather not changing. Happening down over Denmark, so yeah. Touch them in bits. Are there any questions before we brief the cabin crew? Yes, this is the 7:30 flight from Bergen, yeah. Same flight, that's correct. Any other questions? No. The Nova briefing is complete. Let us brief the cabin crew, and then we are ready to go. Tom Steiner, welcome aboard well. 97879. Ah. Okay, that's a good question. To be honest, I actually don't know, Tomsa. I'm not sure if why that is. It could be something wrong with your database. Again, it could be a Microsoft thing. That's why it's very nice to have the Navigraph Navigraph subscription with the updated AirAC data. That sometimes fixes those problems. It could either be that, or it could be your add-on airport if you have a third-party scenery or something. But actually, I'm not sure. Can't remember. I've experienced the same thing. But I haven't really flown down there for a long time, so yeah, interesting. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really have a good solution to that. Okay, let us brief the cabin crew then. Yes, hello, good morning, and welcome. My name is Fabian. I'm your captain and pilot in command today, and I will also then go through this briefing with you. So it's today's the 17th of January 2026, flying two sectors, 609 and 608, round trip Oslo, Bergen, Oslo, I mean. We're going to be flying on the 77 MAX 8 today with Lima November Foxtrot Golf Hotel under the Norwegian Air Shuttle AOC. So, we are going to be flying or departing at 7:30 UTC, so in about 45 minutes. We are anticipating a flight time to Oslo Lufthavn, Gardermoen, at about 45 minutes. Probably a little bit less if we get some shortcuts. And should be landing at 8:25 UTC. Weather conditions out of Bergen is looking fairly good. Nothing out of the ordinary here that's going to be potentially holding us back or delaying us anything. Continuing an outbound, expecting a cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. Good flying conditions anticipated as well. Coming into Oslo, currently not best. It's quite low visibilities, like 600 meters at the moment. So maybe expect some slight delays because of low visibility in Oslo. But we're also expecting it to be improving. But as long as it is not a rush in with traffic inbound Oslo, we should be fine. So yeah, but maybe expect a slight delay into Oslo because we may need to wait for the traffic landing head because we need more separation between aircraft on those approaches. But other than that, coming or continuing into Oslo, should be parking. I'm not sure about parking yet, but not really relevant nevertheless. 30-minute turnaround in Oslo. Filling up the aircraft, I mean, for the return trip. It's going to be departure at 8:55 UTC. Flight time about 45 here as well, landing at 9:50 UTC. It's going to be a cruising altitude of 28,000 feet, and still good weather conditions. En route, at least in Oslo, if the visibility is still poor and maybe some precipitation will arrive, then we may need to de-ice the aircraft. So we will have you and the passengers updated accordingly on that situation. But nevertheless, maybe expect a slight delay out of Oslo because of that. And landing in Bergen, expecting weather still be good, maybe some rain, but other than that, fairly good. And should be hopefully parking at the 8 on time, and then we're finished for today. So fairly short duty. And but I mean, we basically have our days off for the most part at Saturdays, don't we? So yeah. Yeah. Are there any questions for the briefing before we walk out? Yeah, sorry, I'm not actually finished. There is nothing wrong with the aircraft from what I know. Technical status is currently unknown. Actually, it's known we flew, at least I flew with this aircraft 2 days ago, and it was good. So, and there's not anything reported in the minimum equipment list. So, we should be good with that. And other than that, it is no operational or weather-related impacts from what we could expect in regards to, at least out of Bergen, maybe some weather impact in Oslo, but fairly good nevertheless. And that should be it. Any questions? No? Okay, good then. Our briefing is complete, then we can walk out. Interesting, Tomsa. Interesting. I don't really know what could be the problem there. Yeah, let us walk out at least. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what the problem is. So, try to remember what they've been doing in between there. Maybe that could explain it, but I don't know. Are you 100% sure that I got the right IKEA code? That could maybe be a thing. Thomas, good morning. Welcome. Happening well. I'm okay indeed. Thank you. uh, oh, I've been 4 days in Paris. Wow, not bad. Hope you have enjoyed the trip. It's not easy to read and walk downstairs at the same time. Say that's a bit easier in real life. Yeah. Here's the Air France. Not bad, not bad. To get a bit crazy out there. Nice. So, again, hope you enjoyed the trip. Sounds fun. And yeah, Jesper, hello, welcome. Hoping well if I forgot to say it. Good morning, good morning. You overslept. Ooh, I'm gonna be flying that sector today. Oh. It's typical to be oversleeping as well. So yeah, this aircraft looks good from the outside, so that's nice. One thing I actually forgot last time we were out flying is to set the audio back on. I just realized that now, or actually before we started. I realized it because I saw that the audio was at 0. So yeah. Yes. One thing is that we actually do have Flesland approach online, so we do have ATC for whatever reason. I mean, not complaining, but 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, ATC is just randomly online. That not often you see. Again, not complaining. So yes. And we'll try to be a little bit efficient today, since we are not flying one flight and we are not already delayed. So again, efficiency is key here. I went to bed late. Yeah, I understand. I mean, that happens, but it's unfortunate though. That's for sure. Yes. Shall we power up the aircraft then? Just verify that you're off. Yes, you're down. Yeah. Set that afterwards. Just taking a quick look. Yes. So oil is 97.97 and hydraulics 98. Sorry, 99.99. And you are looking good. Fantastic. Let us fire test. We need to actually hold it. Yes, good. At least we have been able to power up the aircraft in a safe way, so that is a good start. Let us get a fuel truck over here then. I hate it when it's on that side. Yes, and let us just get things up and running here. Yeah, that's right. We don't have data link capabilities with this aircraft, right? We are not flying the PMDG. Yeah, so we're flying with the Max. Again, we don't have 25k in the performance, so we're a bit stuck with 77. But yeah, config is screwed, and ARX up to date, and the latest operational program as well. Fantastic. We're currently standing in Bergen, Flesland. It's going to be you then. 217, 26, 654, and 754 local. And yeah, looking good. Bergen. To Oslo. Actually, let us get the approach frequency up and going here, so I don't forget that. Bergen approach on 121. It's 121.005. Let me just double check. To what? 005. On way past. And we will be Nordic 609. Oh, that was the FSIPanel. I went in with the departure number. Let me just check the 80s really quick. Charts, sorry, weather, 80s, and expect ILS approach, menus 35. The menus is 35. It's going to be via the GoCab departure, GoCab to Delta then. This is the wrong flight plan. We're not flying from Oslo, we're flying from Bergen. It's the GoCab to Charlie. Yeah, the two Charlies from... sorry, it's the GoCab to Delta, yeah. That's the other runway here. And then Lima 24 to Adobe. Lima 24. Adobe 3 mic, 1 on the right. ILS 1 on the right, Adobe 3 mic, via Bava. On reserves, 2.7. Expecting 61.8. Cruising altitude, flight level 310. Cruising wind to 1873. And it's going to be minus 57 degrees. Yeah, let me just verify that engine outside. Bergen. And it's going to be runway 35. Going to be straight ahead from Flesland Yard, of course. Oh. That doesn't work here. Okay. Nice. Flares down. So to be straight head flares down, 2 DME. 2 DME. Then a left turn, 15 degrees tracking, 320. Yes. Yeah, we can just delete that. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that actually did work. What? Yeah, okay. So it's gonna be from Flesland DME 350 and 2 miles. And then it's tracking 320 on the left turn. There we go. Erase. And it's flight level 80, 310, 200, 100, and the weather in Oslo, or the QNH in Oslo, is 22. Good. Approach went offline. Yay. What runway are they using in real life then? Let's just quickly check that.
Cargo 04 Alpha 17 ready for departure.
Actually, 3-5 works quite well with me, so... And since... HC have been online and there's another aircraft there, he may have been cleared for the 3-5 if he had requested the clearance, so I think we'll just go with 3-5 then. Why do self-running cargo need to do that all the time? Go ahead. Please stop doing that.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
Read it loud and clear.
OK, Captain. Radio check IS complete. VNL contact you when we are ready to start loading.
Roger. Hello.
Hello, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, I must say that. The temperature is 4 degrees. Okay, 350 to Adido. Yep. Five 079. Why did I go there? Romeo 834, maximum 250, 7, 8, 525. Yeah. And then to Rulg 1668.2. Yeah, and Bravo Romeo 852. At 16082. Yep, and then to go Cub 8115. 8315.3. Yeah, that's looking good. It's 0 degrees, 122 and variable 1. It's 0, 1. The one on the right. Wet. 0, 1, 2 at 1. Temperature 0. and 1022. Yep, that's good. 3.5. RCR in Bergen is feeling is RCR is that was Gardermoen, wrong airport. Flesland, RCR is 555, good. Fantastic, that's good to know. It's good, not ice, it is good. Okay, are we ready for a briefing then shortly? That was the wrong button. There we go. E50. Why did I take the long way around? What? That was smart. I just switched 10 degrees to that. But I ultimately took the long way around. I mean, that is also a way to do it. 3.5 and E5. Good, and we will turn on you. It's going to be.
All stations were about to start boarding.
There we go. So it's QNH in Bergen at 1021. And it's about 100 and, yeah, we can say 200 feet then, so 1,000 feet then. 1,000. Yes. That ATC is offline, then we can go over to advisory. Yeah, so we're ready for a briefing. So we can start off with the taxi out. This is our airport charts 10-9, effective 4th of September 25. Parked at stand 17 down about right here. Expecting a straight push, and then we'll take a right turn onto November Golf, right on Yankee, and then we will go away Alpha 9 today's runway 35. No hotspots, tax restrictions, only not one time. It's an unmanned aircraft flying in the vicinity or fairly close by at the Coast Guard Center. But it's 420 feet maximum AMSL, even with an engine failure. Won't really be a significant thing for us, but still be aware of its presence. And yeah, RCR at Bergen is reported to be 555 good, and the weather conditions are looking fairly good as well, and nothing else special going on the ground at least. For the departure, we are expecting to go up to Delta. It's on chart 10-3 Charlie, effective 4th of September 25. Just stand by a moment. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding now, and the passengers are being seated.
Thank you. Yeah. Continue. We are flying straight at 350 degrees to Adido, and then a right turn 079 to Bravo Romeo 831, maximum 250. A right turn to Rulgu, and then left to Bravo Romeo 832, and then to Goka. MSA is 5,500 feet, maximum 250 below 100 as usual. Initial climb is up to 6,000 feet. And yeah. No noise abatements are required, so we'll just fly without noise abatement. And yeah. So it is also some things in regards to the here it is. Closing obstacles. Rising terrain 0.400 miles from threshold runway 17 on the right side of the extended center line require more than 5% climb gradient and must be avoided visually by all the means. So that's going to be about 1100 to 1300 feet per minute up to 4000 feet. So nothing really significant. So we'll be able to do that without any issues. And yeah, engine outside will be straight ahead 2 miles from Gladstone VR, then a left turn backing 15 degrees to heading or tracking 320 degrees, climbing up to 6,000 feet. Returning back in Bergen is not going to be a problem. Only thing is that we are a bit heavy, but also the maximum landing weight on the max is slightly higher. So that's something we need to look at after or as a decision if we need to return back or not. Then, but be aware that it may be above the maximum landing weight at the moment, and that is weather-wise nothing that's going to be stopping us from returning back to Oslo. Threats for today. And that will be, of course, the train as we see in the vicinity. We should be well clear about it, but be aware of its presence. The runway in Bergen is fairly bumpy, if you can call it that. It's fairly slope from the last portion of the middle part of the runway, and then it slopes up again on the end of 17. So just to be aware, especially if you're using flaps 1, and we are on the downhill portion of the runway on the rotation, to be very careful about tail strike. In regards to that, if we brought it too quickly, we will hit the tail of the aircraft when we are on that downhill slope. So do be aware of that, especially with flaps 1, that's a significant threat. So we'll try to use flaps 1, we'll use flaps 5 for departure then, just to be safe on the tail strike margin on that slope down on the runway. And yeah, that should actually mainly be it. Any questions before we go over to the route check? Nothing, and then I will continue to the route check. So route check, it's going to be the Gokab to Delta departure out of 35, continuing towards Gokab, Lima 24 to Dopi, and then Dopi 3 miles into Gardermoen. Ground distance 232, we have 247, that is not close enough at all. But there is a few things I could explain that. Yeah, the routing is looking good, so we can accept that, but what could be the problem is that we are using the opted runway and on the SID, and also some in regards to the turns on the flight plan as well. That may be the reason. I expect to be landing with about 3.1, and the flight plan says about 3 tons, so landing above, but that will change slightly once we get actual fuel in the aircraft. So we have any questions for the departure briefing? Oh, then our departure briefing is complete then. Prepare checklist to the line. Please cover zero oxygen, test of sent, now transfer on display switches. Normal auto, window heat, on. Precision mode selector, auto, flight instruments, tracking 078 QNH 1021 reading 175 feet. That's 185 feet, so that's plus 10 on the standby. Park brake set, engine start reverse cut off, back briefing completed. Different checklist to the line is complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard.
Yeah, Thomas.
Please remember that all mobile devices should now be set to airplane mode, and other portable electronic devices.
Ingrid, was it after we got electricity on the aircraft? Was it this sound? Is that what you're referring to? Is it another sound? If that's the sound you're referring to, that's the overspeed warning on the aircraft, or the clackers. At least that's what they call it, the clackers. Yes, let us do a PA. It's gonna be 45 minutes. And weather conditions in Oslo is poor, quite poor. Yeah, it's light variable winds, 400 meters in visibility, with fog, 0 degrees. Mine damer og herrer, god morgen. Mitt navn er Fabian, jeg er kaptein ombord i dag på vegne av Norwegian og besetningen ombord. Så ønsker dere hjertelig ombord denne flyvningen til Oslo lufthavn. Flytid i dag er beregnet på ca. 45 minutter. Vi venter en overgangstid om rimelig kort tid, rundt 10 minutter. Så vennlig sett dere ned, ta på oss sikkerhetsbeltet, så vil kabinbesetningen straks gjennomføre en sikkerhetsdemonstrasjon som vi anbefaler å følge med sterkt på for å se egen andre sikkerhet ombord. For øyeblikket så planlegger en nordlig avgangsrute oppover eller ut av Bergen, og så forventer vi fly østover mot Oslo. Hva skjedde i dag? Rundt 31 000 fot med meget gode flyforhold, men likevel sammenfall på sikkerhetsnettet på under hele flyvningen. Værforholdene nede i Oslo for øyeblikket ser ikke så kjempebra ut. Det er lavere sikt med tåke, litt rett variert vind og 0 grader for øyeblikket. Ellers, til en slapp av, så får vi flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Fabian, I'm the captain on board, and on behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, want to wish you welcome aboard this flight from from Bergen to Oslo Gardermoen. Flight on today is going to be about 45 minutes. We are expecting to depart shortly, about 10 minutes. If you may please sit down, take your seatbelts, and the cabin crew will go for a safety briefing that we do encourage you to pay special attention to beyond and other safety on board the aircraft. We're currently planning for a northerly departure routing before then continuing eastbound towards Oslo. Expecting to be cruising at 31,000 feet today with good flying conditions through the flights. But as always, we recommend that you on just in case we encounter some unexpected turbulence. Weather in Oslo, not the best. It's low visibility with fog at the moment. There's some light variable winds and about 0 degrees centigrade. Otherwise, sit down relaxed, and we're going to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. I'm flying to Munich tomorrow. Nice though. Enjoy it. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Yes, thank you. Just give us a call once you receive the load sheet then.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I bring the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourself, here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. We should be ready for push in about 5 minutes. So just consider it back there.
No problem.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hi Captain, just Arctic update torsdagen. You know that we have started loading. I'll contact you again once we are done.
Roger.
Ground torsdag copy.
Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the road share torsdag you now. We are waiting for you torsdag close. Once the beacon light ES switches on, VNL contact you torsdag taking Oslo.
Yes, Roger, thank you. 61,890. Yes. And fuel on board, we requested 5.1. Yes, so you can do the weight check. So 61.8 on the zero fuel. That's confirmed 61.8, 61.8. Take weight 66.6, 66.9. And the fuel on board 5.1. And that is checked twice. And passengers 172 plus 6 crew 178 souls on board. Fantastic. Weight check then. Let's finish up the calculations. So take weight will be 67.4, kg at 24.4, 24.4. Check the weather conditions in Bergen then. For Bergen it is winds are 110 at 5, 321. 110 at 5, 321, flaps 5, and it will be -4, so 20.4 then. Execute. Yep, file debut. Yes, that will be first of all I think just 3 degrees confirm. Yep. So 3 degrees. That will be the red takeoff. So that will be full thrust. There is something wrong here. Because it gives us a full thrust rating, but 84.7, here we are 90.1. Maybe that will help. Okay, we'll just wait for the AQ, and then hopefully we can see if what's right or what's wrong here. .5, it's still well above anti-ice off. Oh, that's improved climb, you don't need that. Something that's not right, but I can't do anything. We just need to disregard it. I can't do anything with it. It is something with the iFly or the performance, but I'm not sure. 5 units and then 28, 39, 46. 28, 39, 46. So flaps 5, 5. Trim 5 and 28, 39, 46, 28, 39, 46. Yes, performance check. Yes, good. Yeah, pretty much ready to go. You reset yourself? Yeah, you have. I'm not sure why it does that. Yes, brief checklist below the line. Fuel, we have 5,100 kilos on board, pumps on, passenger signs set, auto brake, RTO, zero with cars completed, vehicle speeds, V1 128, bar 139, V2 146. MCP V2 146, heading 350 degrees, altitude 6,000 feet. Brief checklist complete.
Cockpit ground.
Whoa, ahead.
Yes, can you please disconnect the ground power and prepare push and start?
Roger. Stand by, please.
Just wait a moment here.
Ground power has been disconnected.
Yes, thank you. Oh, we can't remove the trucks. Otherwise this aircraft will start rolling. Because we barely have... actually, we do have pressure there. Okay, but then we can remove them then.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, thank you. Pressurized hydraulics.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, before start checklist.
Locking gear.
Flight door. Cross locked, doors, windows. Closed locked, anti-collision light. On, transponder. Set, redder and trim. 3 and 0. Before start checklist complete. Pleasant traffic, Nordic 609, push start out to stand 17. Pleasant. Cover down, clear push, brake set.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Thank you, we'll start 2 and 1 in sequence. Yeah, we pushed ahead of schedule as well. First time in a long time. Not bad. Yeah, starting number 2.
Reset parking brakes.
I think I missed. Yep. Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yes, Roger, stand by.
Nordic 666, pushback is 7 flat on.
Yes, start it out. Oh. Starting number 1. Performance in this aircraft is horrible. Yeah, start it out. Copy down to good and start so you can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yes, thank Philip. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye-bye. There you go, got the gear pin. Flaps 5, flight control check. Before taxi checklist. Generators on, ProBeat on, anti-ice, off, air compress, packs auto, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall. Checked, engine start levers, RT and flight controls. Checked, ground equipment. Clear, flaps, 5 land, 5 green, APU off before taxi checklist complete. Flights and traffic, Nordic 609 taxiing via November, Golf and Yankee to holding point, runway 35, Flesland. And left clear, right turn. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Cabin secure. Just some straight lighting here. Left clear, right clear.
Nordic 686 taxiing Golden Boulevard, Flata. Go ahead.
Yes. Left clear. Right clear, approach path looks nice and clear. See here then. A firm. See the cabin before deco checklist. For deco checklist. Laps. 5 land, 5 green. Station 5 units. Cabin call given. Before deco checklist complete. Present traffic, Nordic 609, heading into departing 35 Flesland. Yeah, left clear. And right clear. Oh. Yes, are we ready?
Class 1 traffic, Nordic 686, landing off runway 35 and departing 177 max 8.
Yes, take off. Setting thrust. Thrust set. Knots.
V1.
Rotate. Fast rate. You're up. Flaps on speed checked. Flaps up speed checked. Come on, engage. Nowadays this autopilot is aggressive. Okay, proceed to book up. Confirm. Execute. Continue climbing up to flight level 310. 310 set. Set standard after the checklist. After the checklist, engine bleeds. On, packs, auto, landing gear. Up, flaps. Up, no light altimeters. Standard set, passing 5,500 feet. Now, and that is plus 50 feet on the standby.
That's something with wall for 905
After the checklist complete.
That's okay.
Yeah, what happened with our speed? We are in VNav alt. Oh yeah, we are in VNav alt. There you go, VNav speed and 1. Flight level 100. I really don't like flying this aircraft. Ugh. Just I don't like it. It just behaves so weirdly. It's yeah. May just be me, but I don't think it is just me. I really hope that their next update will fix most of these issues. Yeah. At least you are airborne. $720. Yeah. You'd still expect 1-9ers, so 192. Enable cruise, it says as a stop of descent. Why are we not able? Disregard. And to be honest, auto lab with this aircraft, ooh, that could be interesting. Let's see how that goes. Eight, 7, 6. Yeah, again, that does depend if you're doing an auto land or not. To be honest, in regards to that, the weather that is 400 meters visibility and fog, I don't really anticipate anything else than that. But to be honest, I don't really want to do an auto land with this aircraft. It won't go well. It's not good. Thomas, yeah, so I do like flying the Max aircraft, but just not this specific version of it. The reason we're flying it is because that's what we have on the schedule. I'm following the schedule nevertheless. And again, I really like flying the Max, but just the iFly aircraft just behaves so weirdly from what the real aircraft does. And I'm not sure why. Or it needs some upgrading indeed. So, yeah. But I still like flying the Max, but not really particularly this one. And the reason for flying it is because that's what we have on the roster, so can't really just decide. But to be honest, I think I will change our schedule for tomorrow because the NG, the PMDG is just miles better than this. And the hand flying is just strange, the autopilot characteristics is strange, everything is strange with this aircraft. It's not attacking anything on the aircraft. I do enjoy flying it sometimes, but it just needs some updates before it can be good. Yes. Joris, hello, welcome, hope you're well, good morning. Yeah, me neither, Joris, me neither. How do you send a private message again? Does dot message what more? But yeah, do you need the space between the call sign? Probably. Then start the message in the same sentence. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, then we'll do a cat free approach into Oslo. That will be interesting. Cat free, yeah. Adobe and then 07016.8 to Exuda, maximum 250. My days you are bright. Golf Mike 428 1670. 428 220 flight of 100. 616 066. 429 26026. Yeah. about 19, 160. 220. Oh well, 225 above it is bow out. There is bow out. Yeah, that's looking good. Reset FCP altitude. Wow. I like how I say that, but you should actually go out of VNAV mode and rather go into level change, but okay. So the altitude hold actually. But then we continue sending that flight level 120. 120 set. Yeah, why in the world are you still climbing? Yeah, thank you. So it's flight level 300 then. And yeah, make the big off mic. And 25, not 125. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I will just for the moment I will answer everything after we are just finished here. Do the landing calculation then. So one on the right. I'm missing up on something all the time here. Oh my days. Yeah, the RCR is good. Winds available 2 knots, 23 and 0. Zero and 1, 0, 2, 1. Landing weight 600. Yeah, 65.2 now. And it's gonna be full reverse, flaps for the auto land. Yeah, so 142 minus 5 is 137. Perhaps 30 for them, I mean 138, yeah. Yes, that should mainly be it for that. I think we're ready for a brief, if you guys are. BR 639. No, sorry, we are 609. Stand to 6. Okay. Yep, are we ready for the brief then? So, start with the star, expecting the Adobe 3 micro level. Chart tethers to alpha, effective 24 March 25. So, Adobe maximum 250 knots, continue to extrude maximum 250. Got mic 428, it's maximum 220 there at 100. We're going to hold these restrictions via Golf Mike 429, 430, 431 and 452. Before then taking a right turn to Bava, the initial approach takes maximum 220, 5,000 above. MSD 3,900 feet, and we don't need to correct that. And maximum 2 feet odds unless otherwise instructed. And we're also expecting a direct between here to Bava at some point, but we'll just wait and see when that will be. But at least it will happen. So most likely, so just in regards to energy management, but we are expecting a fairly high local area altimeter. So altimeter setting, so be aware of that in regards to the energy management, so we have control over that. So we will be a bit high on the profile on approach. For the arrival itself, we're expecting the ILS cat free approach in for 19 right. Chart 11-4 Bravo, effective 20th of March 25. So Bavad, mounted at 220 knots, 5,000 feet, considers it will do the intermediate fix, maximum 204,000. Rødværing is 192 degrees, ILS miss 111 free Golf Sierra Whiskey. 192 is set triple, and 111 free Golf Sierra Whiskey is also set triple with Gardermoen VR on standby, nav radio number 1 and 2, so both nav radios there. It's going to be a standard free glide minimums. It's going to be for the cat free alpha approach with a missed approach climb gradient of 3.2%, 50 feet radio, and that's also set in radio and not barrow. And that requires a minimum visibility of 200 meters. Minimum 160 knots until 4 DME as well. It's going to be missed approach of the standard run as usual. Actually claims that it had 2.5 DME Golf Sierra Whiskey, right turn 2 to 3 degrees, climbing 5,000 feet. A transition level 80 and something to be aware of. Point here, special aircrew and aircraft certification required, and we do have that, so we are allowed to conduct this approach. One thing to be aware of is that we are doing a cat-free dual channel approach, so there will be an automatic go-around function on in the AFDS. So that means if we hit go-around after we have entered that dual channel approach, then the aircraft will do it by itself. If not, then it will disconnect and then we will need to do it manually. So be aware of that. For the most part it will do it itself, but it could be a possibility as well that something will fail and we need to do it manually. But be aware of that. If we hit Toga, it will do it by itself. We will go around below 1,000 feet above the field elevation. If we get a master caution or anything wrong, anything not right with the autopilot system, anything is happening, so then if you have any sort of problems, we'll just go around below 1,000 feet. We will not push it since it is low visibility and an automatic landing. We're quite vulnerable to mistakes in regards that we don't have any visual references, so we need to be very careful with that. Oh, sorry, I can't, I have completely, sorry, there we go. So yeah. But generally though, nothing else significant going on here. Landing with flaps 40, VRF 138 plus 5, file 143 with, actually we need to go on the brake 2 and second detent reverse thrust. Taxi in, chart 10-9, effective 20 March 25, 100 right for landing. Alpha 5 preferred to exit. Alpha 4 works as well. Stand 26 is about here somewhere, so taxiing like this, or potentially like this, or like that. But generally does straight head on tail Golf, Yankee 1, and then Golf stand 26, or Kilo November Golf or Hotel Yankee stand 26. No hotspots, tax restrictions in autumnal times affecting our arrival. Weather conditions is not good, it's LVP and 400 meters at the moment, so we're fairly close to the actual minimum visibility required to conduct this approach. So we'll see how that goes, and we will monitor the weather closely during the arrival. But RCR as well is 555 good, so that's good. But we should be able to land here without any issues. But I wonder how this aircraft will do this then. Wait to see on that. Threats today, visibility of course. It's quite poor visibility, and in regards to that, we also need to be landing with engine anti-ice on. So also taxi in the ground, we need to be careful, not take it too fast to make, especially around turns and so on, where there is potential outgoing, ingoing aircraft. So we need to be very careful with our wingtip clearance and all of that. So doing a category 3 approach, it is some extra procedures in place, and there is an unusual approach to do for the most part. So it's again, be in front of the aircraft, not lag behind, and take the time you need to do this all right. So we will not rush this, since it is a cat 3 auto land approach, so, or landing. But yeah, that should mainly be it. Are any questions? Probably not. Our briefing is complete. Descent checklist. Destination landing altitude 700 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake correction 2. Landing data VRF 148, minimums 50 feet radio, and approach briefing completed. Descent checklist is complete. Okay, continue down to flight level 100. Yeah, we should be landing in about... What's the clock? Yeah, we should be landing in about 20 to 15 minutes. Yeah, about 20. Yeah, 20 to 15, and still quite bad weather. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein som snakker. Litt oppdatering her fremme. Det er... vi har akkurat... For litt siden begynte nedsiget oss ned mot Oslo lufthavn, og vi er forventet å lande om rundt ca. 20-15 minutter. Værforholdene i Oslo har ikke endret seg så alt for mye. Det er fortsatt ganske så lav sikt med tåke, noe variert vind og ca. 5 grader. Beklager, det er faktisk 0 grader. Utenom det, vi forventer å parkere ved gaten litt grann foran skjema, så ganske så bra det. Og så forventer vi ikke noe eventuelle videre forsinkelser utenom potensielt værforholdene til Oslo hvis det blir noe ekstraordinært som skjer, eller plutselig veldig mye trafikk kommende inn. Utenom det, vi har hatt veldig fin flytur med Norwegian, vi takker alt til Flyboss, vi jobber serien med dette flytur, og så ønsker vi en meget fin dag videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking, FTT from the flight deck. We have a short while ago started our descending towards Oslo airport, and we are anticipating to be landing in about 15 to 20 minutes. The weather conditions haven't really changed too much, with still some fog and low visibility, about 0 degrees centigrade, and it's some light variable winds around. We are at the moment expected to be parking about 5 minutes ahead of schedule at the gate, and don't expect any other significant delays inbound now unless there is some extraordinary things happening, or in regards to potential traffic in with the weather conditions at the moment. But other than that, we hope that you enjoyed this flight with Norwegian. We do thank you for choosing us. Hope to see you again on the next flight, and we do wish you a pleasant day. Thank you. Yes. Go direct Bavad. Confirm, execute. And we can continue descending down to 5,000 feet. 5,000 set. And QNH is 1021. Set 1021 and approach checklist. Approach checklist, altimeters. Passing flight level 101. Now. Okay, passing 100 then. Now, that's plus 50 feet on the standby. Approach briefing complete. Passing flight level 100. again, apologies that I didn't get to answer anything. Apologies. Okay, we got a weather update, 750, so winds are now 103 knots, variable 06, 140. 400 meters, and it's freezing, fog, and vertical 200 degrees. QNH is 1023. Well, set QNH 1023. 1023. Set cross-checked. Took the long way around again. Starting to get used to that. Was down to 6. Yep. You just see that it's like a carpet of clouds just over Oslo. That's nice. Continue turning down to 4,000 feet. 4,000 set.
Gå till Volanta.
Tack like måte. Speed into vent to 20 knots set. Flaps 5, speed checked. Speed 200 set. Flaps 5 set. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're ready for landing. The cabin is secured.
Thank you. That's a late
No
call.
problem.
1000. Approach. Follow capture. Speed 180. 90 set. Green of altitude and glide slope capture. Use approach. Yeah, 5000 feet. 5000 sets. Mod B.
2500.
RLI QNH 1023. Carbon traffic, Nordic 609, established LS, nav 19 right, about 9 miles out, Carbon. Engine anti-ice on.
2500. 2500.
Oh, this is the third time already. Into the darkness. Get down, flaps 15, speed checked. Landing checklist to flaps. Cabin crew, assist for landing, please. Launch flaps, cabin go, given, engine start switches, continuous. Speed brakes, armed, landing gear, down, holding our flaps. Flaps 25, speed checked. Flaps 40, speed checked. Complete land checklist, flaps. Body plan, body green, land checklist complete.
$1,000.
Yes, approach 1000, yes, stable. Clear land. Carbon traffic, Nordic 609, short final 1 on the right, carbon. $500.
$400. $300.
Ground contact. Lights and sights.
200. Approaching minimums.
Contact.
100. Minimums. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. 2 reversers. 100 knots. 80%. 80 knots, 60 knots. Takeoff, welcome to Oslo. Flight time 37 minutes. Vacate via next exit here. Okay, this aircraft auto land was a bit better than I expected actually. Not bad. Okay, we are at Alpha 5. Perfect. Left clear, right clear. Gardermoen traffic, Nordic 609 runway is 19 right vacated Gardermoen. Ah, come on. Let you stay on. Boom.
Gardermoen traffic, Nordic 686 establish ILS runway 100 right and 8 miles out runway 100 right.
Nowadays, it is not good visibility at all. Yeah, right, it's all clear. It's a bit sketchy actually, taxiing here. Not gonna lie. Okay, we'll taxi down on Yankee. Actually, we could probably take Delta as well, but we'll take Yankee. That's what we briefed us. We'll stick to that. Just to make it easy and simple. Alright, clear. Deviating from the briefing is probably not the best idea in these conditions. Left is clear, right is clear. Right is clear. And left is clear, stand to 6 is, yeah, that's in there, so you could just talking about Delta. Well, spot on, not bad. Hello, there we go, thank you. Parkback set, shuttle number 2. Shuttle number 1.
Ground torstai cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, microphone check please.
Read it loud and clear.
Roger. OK Captain, ground power is available. Stand by, VLL start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Nordic 686 is the wrong way. 1 on right and taxiing stand to 0.
I was talking and you guys couldn't hear me. Oh yeah. They just said that they will not see the passage because there's no stairs here, but there's not supposed to be any stairs here. Oh shit, I clicked on the wrong button. The person will come to the intercom. I'm sorry, that was not meant to happen. Okay, shuttle checklist, the line. Fuel pumps off. Probeat, will let that stay on. Hydraulic panel set, flaps up, non-light, parking brake set, and the starter is cut off, weather radar. Option checklist to the line is complete. Hello.
Hi Captain.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I misclicked.
No problem.
Yes. Anything you guys want to add in the technical log? Okay, flight time ended up being 54 minutes. Okay, so there is nothing to add in tech log. I don't really have any remarks, so I'm happy. Then shuttle checklist below the line, technical log completed, EFP completed, shuttle checklist complete. Okay, you're descending down to Trondheim now. Nice that you have flight, Jesper. Robin, hello, welcome up, doing well. Yeah, Gravity Thompson was fairly smooth indeed. Björn, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well, sorry. And if there's anything I missed, write it down and I will see if I have time to answer. If not, apologies, but hopefully I'm able after departure, wait and see. But at least minimum fuel fee of 4.6, any thoughts on that? Try to be a bit quick, 4.6. The weather is good in Bergen, so nothing that should be in the way there. No thoughts? No, at least I'm happy with 4.6, so we'll take 4,600 kilos. Be plenty for this. So flying from Oslo to Oslo to Bergen, I mean. We are Nordic 608. Regarding that, we need to reconnect the bottom as well. Departure runway, that will definitely be one on the left then. Atlap 3 Charlie. And then November 623. To S. And I'm expecting 17, so ILS Whiskey 17, Pesur 3 November via Gilva. Of course, didn't it reset itself? Computer is so ugh. Can't even reset itself. What? Okay. So 2.1. 2.1. Expecting 280. And it's going to be 64.3. And it's going to be winds 22467, 22467, and minus 50 degrees. Minus 50. Execute, and disregard, and disregard. Disregard. There you go. This at least managed to change itself. What? Yeah, that's looking good in here. And engine output will just be straight ahead. 25. $310. 310. 200. 100. QNH is 1022. Yeah, perfect. Yes, gonna be. Let's hold up. GSX crashed or something because I don't see any vehicles. Let me just restart it then. And then we'll take for 11055 and 11055. 1,400. Right, that was well past 1,480. Yes, that's good. Do the landing calculation. Then we can do a briefing soon as well. Hello.
Hello, Captain. All passengers have left the aircraft. Fantastic landing, by the way. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Of course. Yeah, let me just set up separate cargo again, and then we're good to go. Good to go, good to go, good to go, good to go. Okay, so let me just fix some settings here, if that will work. The thing is that I can't even access the settings page anymore because self-landing cargo crashes. So I can't change anything. So I can't fix the deboarding or when the jetways disconnect for whatever reason. That's nice. Maybe I can fix it here. Oh yeah, automatic connect jetway. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. That should now be ready. Winds in Flesland is 1 free at free, variable 100, 160, so 100 at free then. Temperature is 3 degrees and QNH is 22. Why did this trim set itself or turn? Yeah, at least we need to de-ice and the part with engine anti-ice, so just set that so I don't forget it. So engine anti-ice on. It's going to be runway 19 left actually. With the RCR. And we should be ready for a briefing now very soon as well. Hello.
Hello, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
So it's 555 good, freezing snow. So it is good. Yep, let's just check up with the routing and then we are good to go.
All stations, prepare to start boarding.
19 left. And at lap 3 Charlie. Yes, so it's gonna be straight ahead 192 to 604 230B, and then it's there we go. 182 4.5 to 602, and then 235 18 Odaxi, 56 17% Odaxi, yes, and 321 17.6. 2451 and then 266 12.4. Yep, that's looking good. Yes, then are we ready for the departure briefing? So departure briefing. Actually, let me check something first. There is, because there is limitations to what exits and entries we can use for the runways now because of the visibility. Let me just double check what we can use for one on the left in regards to the takeoff. So runway, one on the left, entry, one on the left is Bravo 6, 7, 8 on add 9. Okay, so basically all of them. Yeah, okay, good then. Then we can use Bravo 8. Yes, taxi briefing, on departure briefing. We start off with the taxi. Airport chart NH9, effective 20th of March 25. It's 26 for us here, down there. And then it's going to be a left turn onto Delta. Right on Victor, left on Sierra to de-icing. De-icing Bravo North for de-icing out of before departure. Not sure what fluid we would expect, but I imagine fluid type 2 or 4. And probably not the highest concentration either, but we're just waiting to see what it will give us on this parking. We have the table ready and have the whole of time ready accordingly. Hopefully not expecting many delays there, and then taxi to departure, or just goes then straight ahead to Bravo 8 for departure to make it as short as possible. No hotspots, taxi restrictions, and no times affecting our departure. RCRs 555 good, weather conditions not good at all, but still within limit. So, yeah. Said Atlap Free Charlie. Have they started warning of what's happening? Yeah, out of 3 Charlie, 10-3 Bravo from 18 for July 25. It's going to be straight out 192 degrees to 604, go off Mike 604 to 30 maximum. Continue to 602, Odaxi 451 and Atlap. MSA 3000 feet, maximum to 50 knots below flight of 100 unless otherwise instructed. Initial climb today is up to 7,000 feet. And we're going to be using noise abatement number 2, so at 800 feet AG, we'll go speed in band, back to 220, and then retract the flaps schedule. Once we're passing 3,000 instead of the QNH, we'll close the speed window and continue accelerating the aircraft. Engine outside today will also be fairly simple, just straight ahead on 190 degrees to 25 nautical miles, 5,000 feet, and then as directed, or to hold, most likely. Yes, there is nothing else special over here then. So, returning back at least in Oslo is not going to be a possibility. So we need to divert. We need to have an departure alternate. So we will look at, if Torp doesn't work, then we'll go for Bergen. Torp does work. There is some fog in the vicinity though. No temp with 2000 becoming fog, but still well better than Oslo. So if you have a problem with the aircraft, we will divert to Sandefjord Torp. And if that for whatever reason won't work, we'll then continue to Bergen or find another airport to divert to. But at least our departure alternate will be Torp, in case that, or takeoff alternate will be Torp. And if that doesn't work, we will find something else, but we'll take that decision at a later point. But at least returning back here is not going to be a possibility before the weather clears up. Threats today would be, first of all, the weather. It is low visibility, so we need to be very careful on taxis, some extra procedures in place with the LVP and all of that. So again, be careful. We will take it slow, maximum 15 knots, not faster than that, and look out for conflicting traffic. It is also at the de-icing, not very often. We've been rarely doing that this season, so just remember not to check the back controls or extend the flaps, turn on anti-ice before we are ready for taxi, or sorry, before we're finished with de-icing. And other than that, it is nothing else except for the weather conditions really. Any questions before we continue the route check? I just have one moment. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thank you. Nothing. Then we can continue to the route check. The route check. Atlas 3 Charlie, 19 left. Continue to November 623 to PS 3 November into Flesland. Ground distance 222, we have 219, that's close enough. And landing 2.7 tons, we will be landing with 2.5, so that's well within limits as well. Beautiful. Yes, that's a bit. Are there any questions for the departure briefing? No. Then the pre-flight checklist to the line. Pins the course, revolve, oxygen, test warm not transfer and display switches. Number auto, window heat, on, presentation mode selector, auto, flight instruments, tracking 191, QNH 1023, reading about 660. Not 670, so that's plus minus 10. So that's plus 10 on standby. Park brake set, engine side levers cut off, and taxi and takeoff briefing completed. Pre-flight checklist to the line is complete. Yes, the refueling is complete. And we'll get the fuel in then. That will be 4006. Yep. And that is set.
Ground torstai cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Just a quick update. Torstai let you know that we have started loading. VLL contacts you again once we are done.
Yes, Roger, thank you. Yes, weather conditions in Oslo at the moment is as follows. This is the 20 meter, 400 and freezing fog, yeah. So 1024, and variable 2 still. So 1024, and then 10 at 2. Engine antennas on, yes. Weather conditions in Bergen though is looking fairly good. There is some light winds from the southeast, 3 degrees, and just a few clouds around. There was sheet, partially cloudy. Just let the cabin crew do their PA first, and then we'll do our PA. B1671. Uh, 22336. And 21213. And we've done that as well. Yeah, but that's good. both waiting for the cabin crew to do their PA, and we're also waiting for the ground crew to finish uploading and giving us the load sheets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard.
There you go, then we are
While
ready
you're
to go.
being seated, please remember that all mobile telephones and other
45 minutes, flight
portable
level
electronic
280,
devices,
and again by the conditions, that means the southeast, 3 degrees, partial cloud. Mine damer og herrer, god formiddag. Mitt navn er Fabian, jeg er kaptein ombord. På vegne av hele besetningen og Norwegian så ønsker vi dere hjertelig velkommen ombord denne flyvningen til Bergen lufthavn. Flytiden i dag er beregnet på ca. 45 minutter. Vi venter å dytte av gaten om ikke så alt for lang tid, rundt 10 minutter. Så hvis dere vennligst kan sette dere ned og feste sikkerhetsbeltet, så vil kabinbesetningen gjennomføre en sikkerhetsdemonstrasjon som omfatter å følge med på for egen andre sikkerhet ombord. Det vil bli en litt lengre takstur i dag, så du ser at værforholdene i Oslo ikke så alt for bra. Så det betyr at vi må takse litt saktere, og så må vi avvise flyet før avgang, så vi vil ha en liten forsinkelse ut av Oslo på grunn av dette. Men vi håper at den skal bli så minimal som overhodet mulig. Vi planlegger for øyeblikket en sørlig avgangsrute med en ganske rask sving mot vest til Bergen. Venter en marsjhøyde på rundt 28 000 fot med gode flyforhold. Men som alltid, vi anbefaler å ha settebelte gjennom flyturen for det senere. I tilfelle kommer bort en uventet turbulens. Beklager. Værforholdene i Bergen ser ganske så bra ut, med litt grann svak vind kommende fra sør-øst. På øyeblikket rundt 3 grader og delvis overskyet. Ellers sitter jeg slapp av, så er det veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Fabian. I'm the captain on board. On behalf of Norwegian and the crew on board, I want to wish you a welcome Boris flight from Oslo towards Bergen Airport, Flesland. Flight time today is expected to be approximately 45 minutes. We are expected to be pushing shortly, about 10 minutes. So if you may please sit down, take your seatbelts, and the cabin crew will go through a safety briefing that we do encourage you to follow for your own and other safety on board the aircraft. But this been a bit longer taxi today because of the weather conditions. As you may see, it's quite poor. So we are anticipating to be taxiing a bit slower because of that, and also we need to de-ice the aircraft before departure, so we'll add a little bit delay on that, but we hope that will be as minimal as possible. We're currently planning for a southbound departure, and then expecting a right turn to the west to Bergen. Expecting to be cruising at 28,000 feet with good flying conditions, but we still recommend that zip us on just in case we encounter some unexpected turbulence. Weather conditions looking good in Bergen with some light winds from the southeast, about 3 degrees centigrade, and just partially cloudy. Otherwise, sit and relax, and I hope you enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Yes, thank you. Just give us a call to receive the load sheet then.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. We should be ready for pushing in about 5 minutes, so just give us a call and set it back there.
No problem.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the road share to Torstai you now. DLL contact you for pushback once your process has entered beacon light B as switched on.
Yes, thank you. And okay, so passengers aboard 187 confirmed plus 6 crew, that will be 193 souls on board, 193. Zero fuel weight 64.3, we have currently got 64.3. Fuel on board we have 4.6, not 6. 4.6 and 66, correction, 68.6 and 68.9. Good. And Weight are checked. Good. Before I APU and finish up the party brief. So the performance. Yeah, you are still stuck there, so just. Yeah. So performance, takeoff weight will be 69.3 and 25.2. And just want to check here again, 68.8. Yeah, wrote 68.9, but there we go. Yeah, that's good. And it will be using nothing else. Yeah. And -4 is 21.2. Outside temperature is currently 0 degrees on the meter and on the aircraft, so that's all checked. And we will need to add that here as well, 0 degrees. And that will be a full thrust, 89.9. Yeah, here we have that 84 thing again. Yeah, we just need to disregard that. I can't do anything with it. And the only way to do it is to derate down to derate takeoff 1. But that's not what we have. We have a derate takeoff. But if I just change it to derate 10, maybe that will correct itself. Maybe it's a bug in the performance actually. That could maybe be it. Yeah, that matches much better. Yeah, we'll go with that. D-rate takeoff, no assumed, 84.5, 84.4, fantastic. And with flaps 5 for departure. Frame is going to be 5.4, and then 30, 42, 48. 30, 40. So 30, 42, 48. Yeah, 5.4, 30, 42, 48. Yeah, performance is checked. Fantastic. Then we're pretty much ready to go then. And then pay for checklist below the line. Fuel, we have 4,600 kilos on board. Pumps on, pass the design set. Auto brake, RTO, silver cars completed. Pick speeds. V1 130, VR 142, V2 148. MCP V2 148, heading 190 degrees, altitude 7,000 feet. Pay for checklist complete.
Cockpit ground.
Go ahead.
Can you please disconnect the ground power and prepare for push and start?
Roger. Stand by, please.
And do we have pressure? Yeah, we can get rid of that as well.
Ground power has been disconnected.
Thank you. Clock is 53. Okay, not bad.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, thank you. We'll press the hydraulics. Yeah, that's looking good. Those doors are still open, so just need to close
Departure
those.
checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And before start checklist. Flight to door. Closed locked, doors windows. Closed locked and collision light on. Transponder. Set rudder and L-trim. 3 and 0 before start checklist complete. Garden traffic, Nordic 608, push start out of the stand 26, Gardermoen. Yes, pushing right on time. Or just a few seconds behind actually, but yeah. Couldn't have got that much better actually. Yes, copy, cleared push, brakes set.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yeah, brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Thank you, start to 1 in sequence. Yes, starting number 2. Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Roger, standby.
Negative. Nordic 990 standby.
Starting it out. Starting number 1. Starting it out. Copy down to 2 good and start so you can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Nordic 990 push back gate 22 on Nordic.
Ah, come on, there you go. Don't be so hard with the aircraft, please. You felt that very well. Okay. Ground crew need to be a bit more careful. This aircraft costs a few $1 million, so...
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Elizabeth will do some
Left is
worse
clear.
than this now.
Right is clear.
Yes, thank you for the help. Look for pin. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye. Yeah, take a right. right turn. There you go, the gear pin. Before taxi checklist. Generators on, Robit on, and guys on off the de-ice. Aircon press, packs auto, isolation valve auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall. Checked, engine start levers are attend, flight control, check off the de-ice, ground equipment, clear, flaps up, no light, APU off before taxi checklist complete. Ground traffic, Nordic 608, taxiing via Delta and Victor to de-icing Bravo North, Gardermoen. Right clear, we can take a left turn. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone is seated and secured for takeoff.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Cabin is secure. This can't be 400 meters still. Needs to be less. No way this is 400 meters. I got the 50 meter. Yeah, it's now 450 meters. Yeah, I was right, but I thought it was less than that. No, it's actually just 400 meters. Sorry, 450. Hello. I should have said hello via the taxi lights, but I didn't think about that before. Yeah, it would have been too late. I mean, it doesn't just help sitting here in my own room and just waving. It doesn't. No one sees that. yeah. So it's right on Victor. See where will be de-icing if there is anyone available. Looks fairly clear on the de-icing apron at the moment. Left is clear, right is clear. Left clear, right clear.
Bergen 2 via Golf 1 AMD and Papa holding point also. And that's correct.
Okay, so de-icing Bravo North. Yeah, so 993 is available. 994 just got occupied. Or Copenhagen actually. Yeah, so 993 is available. Take 993 then. And right looks clear. Be firm. Don't see anyone. Yeah, it's all clear. Yeah, but not rush this taxi at least. With a long time to be flying at an airport with that bad visibility, it's not often. And the right looks clear. Yes, the right is clear. Something very nice with the Max though is that you don't need to have your hands on the throttle all the time, because this aircraft is accelerating by itself. That's something really nice. One is actually closed today for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but it's closed. It's 993 then.
Traffic Nordic 270, push and start, gate 10.
Quick set. And before the icing checklist. APU off, flaps up, stabilizer trim 5.4 units. Yeah, confirm 5.4. Engine bleeder switches off, AP bleeder switch off, logo light off. Before the icing checklist complete.
Correction reporting runway 100.
Confirm aircraft is ready for the treatment.
Affirm.
We begin treatment now and observe fluid type 2, concentration at 75%. I will call you back when ready.
Yes, thank you. This fluid type 2, concentration 75. It is -3 and above. It's currently 0 degrees. 75%, that means we have, it's freezing fog. Yeah, I think this one is correct. I need to find the correct table. But we have about, actually we should have used the 50% actually. What they suggested, because yeah, that is 15 minutes of fall overtime already. And with 75% we have 40 minutes to up to an hour and 10 minutes, so. So yeah, didn't really need that 50% there. I really hope that they can actually improve on the de-icing, because in real life as well, they don't de-ice just the wings, they de-ice the entire airframe sometimes. It does depend what they need, but the horizontal stabilizer as well is de-ice the vertical. So if they could, if they maybe could build up on the de-icing logic in GSX, that would be fantastic. Like, you can choose between wings only, entire airframe, so it will be a little bit more realistic, because this is too fast. De-icing.
De-icing and anti-icing completed, and the icing code is fluid type 2, concentration at 75%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day. Bye. But yeah, because again, they have horizontal stabilizers, basically a wing in behind there, so de-icing just the main wings doesn't really help. You need to de-ice that one as well. So yeah. I mean, we are just saving time now, so it's not a bad thing, but not optimal neither. Okay, flaps 5, flag control check. After the IC checklist, APU off, engine bleeder switches after 1 minute, and 1 minute confirmed. On, local light off, flag controls checked, flaps, 5 plan, 5 green lights. After the de-icing checklist complete. I will turn on you. Ground traffic, Nordic 608, de-icing complete, taxiing to Holly Point Bravo 81 on the left, come on. Okay. Right clear, left clear, fantastic. So we have holdover time of 40 minutes, so that should not really be a problem. Release brakes. And so Bravo 8. And there is no aircraft in the vicinity from what I can see at least. There is no aircraft on... there shouldn't be any aircraft on final actually, it's not in use. Arriving traffic should land on 01 on the right. Yeah, it's all clear. And left is clear, correction, right is clear, left is clear. Okay, city cabin before takeoff checklist. Takeoff checklist. Flaps. 5 plan, 5 green, stabilizer in 5.4 units, cabin call given before takeoff checklist complete. Garden traffic, Nordic 608, leading of departing 1 on the left via Bravo 8, Gardermoen. And left clear, right clear, from what we can see at least. Weather might rain on your... Yes, now we're all ready for departure. Unfortunately, the RAS system doesn't work in 2024, that's not good. Yes, ready. Take off.
Ground traffic, Nordic 270, landing at 01 left via Alpha 2.
Stabilize, heading thrust. Take for set. Eighty knots. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Speed into vent to 20 knots. 20 cents.
Ground
Flaps 1 speed checked.
Garmin
Oh,
traffic,
they
Nordic
engage.
270, rolling runway 01 left.
Flaps up, speed checks. Flaps up, no lights. Close speed window. Engine anti-ice off. And deleted the reduced climb. Continue climbing up to flight level 280. To the set. Set standard after takeoff checklist. Takeoff checklist, engine bleeds, on, packs, auto, landing gear, up, flaps, up the light, auto winters, standard, set passing through 6,000, passing through 7,000 feet. Now, and that's plus 40 on the standby. Auto takeoff checklist completes. Proceed direct towards MATLAB. Confirm. Execute. Flight level 100. You reset again, thank you for that. Yes, looking all good at least. Fantastic. Yeah, so at least finally on our way towards Bergen again. And start prepping for the approach already done. Yeah, I'm so struggling so much with this aircraft. Like, I'm not sure if you guys see it or it's just me, but it felt like the aircraft was suddenly, I thought we would suddenly have a slight tailwind there, or suddenly crosswind, because the aircraft suddenly went to the right a little bit, and I corrected. That was right before we rotated, and then suddenly that crosswind component went away. And the aircraft just, what? So yeah, those variable winds were definitely there, that's for sure. So yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, also first day in here, we can just finish up. Flight level 280, 8 times 3 is 20. Yeah, 8 times 3. Yeah, it's 24 and 6. 8.84 then. 84, and it's going to be 25. And the winds are 1.2, yeah, so still 1.7 in use then. And we'll take the ILS. Lille Reppe, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Welcome. No, I don't use head tracking, no. I don't. I tried it, but no, I don't really use it. Yuris, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Apologies if I didn't say hello to you earlier if you were here earlier, apologies. But yeah, I mean, the aircraft, yeah, the handling of this aircraft is a bit strange, I agree. At least compared to the NG from PMDG, it's very different. And that's the one thing I hate with this aircraft is the handling. It's just so strange. So yeah, that's the the biggest thing I have against this aircraft. But again, I'm not sure which one is actually the most accurate. I never hand flown on NG before, so or a 77 in general. But nevertheless, I do expect handling differences between the Max and NG, but I don't think it is going to be that big. I mean, the MCAS system and all of that is there for a reason, so it was to minimize those handling differences. So, yeah. But again, never hand flown a 77 in real life, so I have no clue how it should feel. So yeah, basically hand flying and a lot of the system support, especially in regards to the autoflight system, autoflight director system to be exact, is the biggest drawbacks of this aircraft. But again, I hope that it will be fixed, but from what I've seen on what they will include on the service pack update, all the thing they will fix is some VNAV improvements, and most of the other things is basically just art changes, and I just, yeah. I mean, wasn't their aircraft like very good in regards to the visuals? Probably not then. I would rather expect more changes to the systems of more the aircraft. Those are the things that really needs an update. But yeah. And especially for the price of the aircraft. I mean, why is everyone scruting the PMDG for all of the pricing models and so on, and iFly just goes clear of everything? I mean, PMDG's aircraft are much better than this, and iFly basically have the same price. I mean, why doesn't people talk about that? I don't understand that, but I mean, iFly is not as big as PMDG though, so that would probably make sense. But, or it's just me, I don't know. Yeah, so we have ATC online, so that's nice. Winds up on 2 at 1. Uh, 3 degrees and 1023. That's 900 kilos, yeah. We can take 67 tons then. I should be expecting a direct perhaps, so a bit much in there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah, probably I mean, iFly did of course give you a free update from 2020-2024. So I mean, fair enough. PMDG didn't do that, but at least PMDG actually reworked the entire aircraft. iFly didn't do that, so. But I mean, probably the biggest scrutiny in regards to PMDG now is probably that, again, the upgrade fee that was fairly high, and also that you need to pay quite a bit for if you want every variant of the NG or the 777 family, so it gets pretty expensive. I see that. And I see the reasoning they have, and I see the reasoning that other people have. I don't really care, I've just fly the 800, so it doesn't really matter for me, but for many other people, that definitely is something they think about, and I understand that. 146, flaps 30, 146. Yeah, I know. But again, also the iFly team is, from what I've understood, is quite a bit smaller than PMDG, and that explains a lot of it, but not all of it. But yeah, are we ready for 1000 briefing. But again, we'll just wait to see how it goes, and I really hope that the service pack actually will make some significant change, especially to the systems on the aircraft, because that's the one area they need to focus more on. I don't see that they've changed anything else, like adding the APU, like physical APU. You can open door and look at the APU. Like, why do we need that? That doesn't make sense. But it's probably just me. 1714. Okay. 1714. Supplementary. We don't have Avinor page here. Okay, Avinor then. Bergen Lufthavn, departures, and it's going to be to Tenerife in Norwegian. It's going to be stand 31, Echo 31, so stand 31 then. We'll ask the controller then to get stand 31 since this aircraft is going to Tenerife afterwards, so yep. Train will go probably well. Good morning. Overslept as well. Ah, that's typical. You're not the only one that overslept today, from what I've understood. I mean, it's usual though. It's not unusual, so yeah. That's a Pesur. There we go, and then 293.15. Yes. 3B8 above. Yes. 16.8 same. 264. Yep. 220B8 6 above. Yep. 360. 3.5. Yep, and then 3.4. Sorry, 340, 3.5. Sorry, 3.5. Yeah, 63, and then 62, 3.5. Yeah, 62, 3.5, 380, 3.5, 361. Yes, and then 620, 278, 4. Yes, and then Gilva 17510. Yes, 4,000 above. Yep, fantastic. That's looking all good in there, and let us do an approach briefing then. So approach briefing, we will start off with a star. We are expecting the PSU 3 November arrival, chart 10-2, effective 4th of September 25. So, PSU above flight of 100, continue descending towards Bravo Romeo 627, above 8000, below 130. Continue Bravo Romeo 64, maximum 220 knots, 6000 above, 8000 below. And to Luti, maximum 220 is actually between 6 and 8000 feet. Bravo Romeo 623, 622, 621 and 620. Before turning to Gilva, the close limit and initial approach fix, above 4000 feet. MSA is 5,500 feet, maximum 250 knots, below flight of 100 as usual. And yeah. We're expecting a direct to Gilva as well, and we have a fairly high altimeter pressure or local pressure in Bergen. So we may expect to be a little bit high on profile, but we'll just wait and see what will end up with that. For approach, we are anticipating the ILS Whiskey for 17, chart 11-1, effective 4th of September 25. We're coming in Gilva, the initial approach fix, maximum 220 knots, continue descending to Bablu in an intermediate fix, 200, and we should be there at 3000 feet. Reventing is 170 degrees, and that is 1099 Bravo Romeo. 170 is set, and 1099 Bravo Romeo is set triple, and we also set the Flesland. We are on standby on Navigraph number 1. 3 degree on the glide as usual, 370 feet on the minimums. Transition level will be 80. Missed, straight ahead, 170 degrees. When passing 2000, intercept and proceed on radial volt 70, flares down to Unsil. We'll continue climbing to 3000 and head to holding, climbing to 3000. So basically straight ahead, 170 at 2000 feet, radial 170, flares down, Unsil 3000, holding. Yeah, and we're also going to be maintaining a minimum 160 until 4 DME. One thing to be aware of is that we are not supposed to use the glide slope outside of 5 degrees on either side of localizer beam. So we usually would just arm the approach boat straight away, but we'll do Warlock first until we are established on between 175 and 165, but we'll as close to 17 as possible before we hit approach mode and catch localized the glide slope to avoid that restriction here that we're not supposed to be using outside of 5 degrees. But on Warlock first, on final, then approach. Yes, gonna be flaps 30 for landing, 146, is that what this says there? I can't even see. Yeah, 146 plus 5 on the wing protection, final 151 with manual braking and second detent reverse thrust. Taxi in, chart 10-9, effective 4th of September 25. It's gonna be 17 for landing, and it's gonna be then, yeah, I want to preferably vacate with Alpha 6, Alpha 5, oh sorry, Alpha 7 works as well. And then taxiing by Echo, then to stand 3-1 is what we're expecting. I think that should be this stand right here. We'll ask when we get in contact with the HC to request stand 3-1 for parking. Yes, there is one hotspot, and that's at Alpha 6, and this is something to definitely be aware of. Oh, sorry. So, runway holding position used by helicopters. The line of sight to from the runway beginning is partially obstructed by longitudinal slopes. This part of the runway is considered a high energy area, and incorrect entry may cause extremely hazardous situations. So before vacating the runway at Alpha 6, we need to verify that's all clear of helicopter traffic before we vacate. If there's a helicopter there or in its way, we will just vacate with Alpha 7 instead. We'll just make sure that it's clear of helicopter traffic in case that will be there in the area. Okay, ready, we can start ascending down to flight level 100. Flight level 100 set. Other than that, there's no other hotspots, taxi restrictions. Only note to note today is that there is an unmanned aircraft flying at the Coast Guard Center for 20 feet AMSL on the highest. So be aware of that. It should be north of the airport on our approach path, but we should be all clear of that in regards to at least altitude. And RCR out the runway is reported to be 555 good. The weather conditions are looking also good. And but that was it. Yeah, threats of course. There will be the only threat today, or this is something to more be note on, so it's not a threat, but something to be aware of is that the runway 17 is down sloped on the touchdown zone, or right after the aiming point actually, and then it just goes up again. So if he misses that, we will hit the upslope, but the upslope is after the touchdown zone, so then we should go around nevertheless, but be aware of that, and not overflare the aircraft, but not underflare neither. So expect a nice and firm landing on this one, especially with the handling of this aircraft, but be aware of the fact that the runway is downsloped, so don't need to flare as much as we normally would do. Threats today? Nothing actually. It's looking fairly good. Any questions? Probably not. Then our briefing is complete. Descent checklist. Destination landing altitude 150 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake off. Landing data VDF 146 minimums 370 feet. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist is complete. Okay, I will just need to go for 2 minutes, so we're back shortly. Okay, apologies, I'm back again. There you go, approach on 121.005. Present approach, Bergen Nordic 608, passing flight level 220.
Nordic 608, flight level go forward, escort to questions book 0243.
0243 Nordic 608. 0243. Nice to speak. Welcome back again, welcome back. Boarding now, 30 minutes departure. Nice.
Nordic 608, identified. Yes, 3 November arrival. Descend flight level 100. I'm expecting shortcut later on.
Yes, 3 November arrival, descend flight level 100, and copied the Nordic 608. Terrain, what, where are you flying from? And are you flying with Norwegian? If you're flying with Norwegian, yes, that means a crew change, because they have a base in Las Palmas during the summer, or during the winter, or 24/7, I actually don't know.
Nordic 601, identified from passing altitude.
So yeah, they have a base there. Actually. Sorry, I didn't have time to listen to it. I will listen to it after the stream. Sorry, I have no time. I have so much to do. So I'm sorry for that. Boy, hello, welcome back again, welcome back. Skyrift, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well.
We're gonna approach, hello, right now for Papa.
Norwegian from Oslo.
First Nordic 608, clear direct Gilbert.
Direct Gilbert, Nordic 608.
Nordic 4
Gilbert, confirm.
Is low, we cleared to nuke by directly 1 Charlie departure, 17. Land 6000, 1 and 2.
So from Oslo, what is the flight number? Let me check. What's the flight number?
1 Charlie departure, 17, it is flight 6000 at 1271, regular 4000.
Nordic 4 Papa Rita, correct.
We'll do a PA as well, landing at 53. We're actually landing ahead of schedule now, and I just said we're left behind. Okay. 53, 43. Yeah, so landing about 15 minutes approximately. Weather is good. It is 5 degrees, light winds from the southeast, and yeah, just a little bit partial clouds. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein snakker. Så har jeg kanskje merket til, så har vi begynt nedstigningen vår ned mot Bergen lufthavn Flestad. Og vi er forventet å lande om rundt cirka 15 minutter. Forholdene i Bergen for øyeblikket ser meget bra ut, med fortsatt litt svak vind fra sør-øst. Rundt 5 grader, og så er det delvis overskyet. Ellers, vi håper vi flytter med Norwegian. Vi tar godt å fly med oss. Vi håper streamer til flytter, og så ønsker vi en fin dag videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. As we noticed, we are now started our descent down towards Bergen Airport, Flesland, and we expect to be landing in approximately 15 minutes. Weather conditions in Bergen at the moment is looking fairly good, with still some light winds from the southeast. It is 5 degrees centigrade and just some partially cloudy. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this flight with Norwegian. We do thank you for choosing us. We'll see you again on the next flight, and we do wish you a pleasant day. Thank you.
Nordic 601, turn right heading 069.
Right heading 069.
9066. Yeah, that's a charter. Yeah, it is. It is a charter.
Nordic 815, monitor about 3128. Bye-bye.
But that's a bit strange, though, because I thought the charter flights was always conducted by the same crew, but the scheduled flights could be a crew change here and there, but I'm not sure actually. Not sure. I'll take a look at it after the landing. Oh, that's not good, Skydrift. It's typical as well, it's overweight of all things, but on a long flight like that, interesting. Yeah, same here, auto landing here as well, and I was surprised on how smooth that landing actually got.
Our navigation is go-cut and monitor advisory 1 to 2. Bye-bye. Go-cut and advice you.
So that was interesting indeed. I didn't think that of this aircraft.
No, first is Nordic 4 Papa. Nordic 4 Papa, start up at approach range 1020. 1050 to represent Nordic 4 Papa.
I'm actually not sure. I think the maximum duty time you have is about 13 hours. Flight to duty period is 13 hours, I think. That's what that's when you need to meet up until you're part at the gates. Or something like that. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure if it is actually 14 or 13 hours. I don't know anymore. Yeah, this aircraft is going to Tenerife, yeah, that's right. Yes, 1000. That will be exactly 13 hours. Yeah, exactly. You're allowed to do that, but you shouldn't do that on all of the flights. If you do it on every flight, then yeah.
6,000 feet QNH 10.
Send 6,000 feet QNH 1023 Nordic 6 red. 6,000 set. QNH 1023 and 1023. Approach checklist. Altimeters passing through flight level 104. Yeah, that's plus 50 feet. Approach checklist complete. Yep. Yeah, so we Bravo Romeo identified 23.1, 23.1, fantastic. And you are looking good, and yeah.
Nordic 4 Papa, reflected. Nordic 4 Papa, taxi, Alex 17 via Delta and Yankee. 17 Alpha and Yankee 4 Papa.
Yes, so let me just get that. One thousand.
Nordic 65 is at 4,000 feet, vehicle park cleared island 17.
Could you please confirm the altitude again for 608?
It is at 4,000 feet.
So 4,000 feet, vehicle park cleared island 17 Nordic 608. 4,000 set. Altitude into vent. Stay go winner path. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're ready for landing. The cabin is secured.
Thank you.
No problem.
Cabin secure. Good. Yes, so 3000 at Bablu. Continuing on to 3000 feet, 3000 set.
Nordic 4 Papa, we're available Alpha 2 if you want. Nordic 4 Papa, not sure line up that way, 17 Alpha 2. Line up 17 Alpha 2, 4 Papa.
Speed into vent. Maintain 220 knots. 220 sets.
Nordic 4 Papa, winds cold runway 17, clear takeoff. 17, clear takeoff. 4 Papa.
Lap 5, speed checked. And speed 200, set. Follow car. Lap 5 set.
We do fine.
1000. Hello, follow capture.
5621.
621 Nordic.
Speed 180. 80 cents.
Nordic 4 Papa, identified from flight level 090 and turn right heading.
Approach arm.
090 and turn right heading 300.
Glass capture. Mr. Volanta 3000 sets. And we're currently 8.5.
Nordic 170, identified, clear direct Nepal and when ready in descent flight level 110 minutes.
2500.
Aria live QNH 1023. Get out, flaps 50 and speed checked. Speed 160. on 6 set, land checklist to flaps. Flaps 15 set.
Nordic 6
Cabin crew, sit for leg, please.
1 destination port on, runway 17 clear time.
Clear land 17 Nordic 608. Land checklist to flaps. Cabin go, given, early start switches, continuous, speed brakes. Arm, running down, holding a flaps.
Nordic 17, descent 4
Flaps
pounds.
30, speed
Good
jet.
night, 1023.
Port up. Good constructor is free.
Complete land checklist, flaps. 30 plan, 30 green light, land check split.
Nordic 4 Papa, continue climb flight level 170 and on gauge directly. Directly 170, Nordic 4 Papa.
1,000.
1000, we are stable, cleared land. Okay. Disengaging.
$400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Contact.
200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40.
Fly slow.
30. 20. 10.
Speed breaks up.
Nordic 4 Papa, monitor advise if you want to switch away.
To the reverse 81%. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots. Take over, welcome to Bergen, flight time 38 minutes. We won't make it. Right clear, left clear.
Nordic 17, via Nepal, cleared Island Whiskey 17.
Via Cleared Island Whiskey 17.
Nordic 6 right, runway vacated, requesting stand 31.
Nordic 6 right, request version report stand again.
Stand 31.
Nordic 6 right, Roger taxi stand 31 by Hotel and Whiskey.
Stand 31 Hotel and Whiskey, thank you, Nordic 638. Yes, left clear, right clear. Hotel and Whiskey. Så ska det bli en whisky där. Right clear, left clear. Right clear. And left is clear. There's no one on the Yankee. Clear. And right clear. And it's stand 3-1, this is stand 2-9.
Nordic 173, wind 110 please. For now, 717, clear plan.
Clear to that 17, Nordic 173.
Yes, det är det jag ser.
Radar, very good morning, Shamrock 070, inbound from Madini, descending flight level 160, level Madini with information room.
Shamrock 070, platform, good morning. Hope is correct. You cleared inbound Nepal for the IRS Whiskey 17. Please on flight level 100.
Flight level 100 and direct Nepal for Shamrock 070.
Parkway set, shuttle number 2. Shuttle number 1.
Ground Torstai cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, microphone check please.
Radio line clear.
Roger. OK Captain, ground power is available. Stand by, VLL start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Roger.
Here's the checklist to the line. Fuel pumps off, probit off, high rappel set, flaps up, no light, park brake set, engine start reverse cut off, weather radar off. Short checklist to the line is complete. Good. Are there anything you guys want to add in the technical log? Yeah, flight time. Flight time 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Initial climb 6,000 feet, stroke 60, final 4.
To enter from runway 17 by the Oak, Alpha 3 Charlie departure.
Not really, because it is nothing technical with the aircraft. It is more like the glide slope is not that good at the airport. That's not really anything with the aircraft, no. I don't think so.
This is 5 kilo view, that is that correct?
So yeah, it's a good question though. Nothing else then? No. Then shutdown checklist bloodline, technical completed, EFP completed, shutdown checklist complete. So when are they departing then? To Tenerife. 11:35. Oh, they're departing in 30 minutes. Then we'll just need to leave the aircraft fairly soon then. Give them a full reset of the IRS then. Just to be nice. But yeah, we need to wait for the passengers to deboard, and that is taking a little bit of time. I don't think they managed to request deboarding for us, actually. Deboarding is requested. Yeah, what in the world are they waiting for then? It's GSX again, that is just not working at all. Why can't just GSX work? I don't understand that. It is so annoying. Just simply don't want to work. I've been thinking that we have been deboarding already for a while, but no. We haven't started deboarding before now. Nice. Oh, beautiful flying conditions in Trondheim. Nice though, no winds, 5 degrees, no clouds. Nice, beautiful. Terrain, yeah, this is the final flight. We are finished for today. It's a shorter roster, or short duty, but that works. Yeah. Again, if there's anything else I missed, then just write it again, and I'll see if I can catch up with that now. Yeah, we landed slightly behind schedule, but with the ice and also, so I wasn't really expecting anything else. We took the necessary precautions at least. Yes. The inside here is actually modeled. Nice. I mean, we are never really flying out of this part of the airport, so that's a rare occasion. Yes. Yeah. No copyright. I will still rather just wait until we're finished, to be honest. No offense, but yeah, I would rather wait instead, and not starting configuring up audio systems and also so that you guys actually can hear. And yeah, it's better to just wait a little bit actually. We need to leave the aircraft rather very soon as well. So yeah, we need to run out of the aircraft, otherwise the next crew will be a bit mad. I actually did expect that turnaround to be a bit shorter than it actually is. We are right. You guys have seen that Haugesund, Karmøy. Indie Builds have actually made a scenery of that. I just, what? When I saw that, we're just, huh? Of all airports in the world, it shows Haugesund. Like, one of the least trafficked airport in Norway in regards to the scheduled flights. Like, okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. So I will pick that up next time we're flying to Haugesund, but at least we're not flying in Haugesund this month or next month. So, at least from what I can remember, I can check my roster though. It's, yeah, you may change actually. We may have some roster changes. It's supposed to be the opposite way around here actually. Trondheim, Las Palmas. Yeah, we're flying to Gran Canaria next weekend. No, sorry, not next weekend, the weekend after that again. We are flying to Las Palmas from Trondheim, and then we are having a day off. No, sorry, that 1st of February we are flying from Las Palmas to Arlanda. We're flying to Stockholm actually then from Las Palmas. Copenhagen, Trondheim, some days in Trondheim. And then fly to Madeira on the 17th. Munich the 22nd. And the last day of... yeah, it's a lot of Trondheim next month actually. Like a lot of Trondheim. Yeah. Can't do much with that.
1786 almost, just to verify the altitude 6,000 feet on the low.
Yeah, exactly, it's raining, exactly. I'm at least one of those who actually cares a bit. No, boy, we're not flying to Tenerife. No, we are finished for today. We were just rostered for this round trip to Oslo. Yeah, I mean, I know terrain, but most of the career changes and so on in Trondheim, that's the problem. So, and also since I'm finished so late at school and so on, that is mainly the problem. But yeah, we are flying a lot to Trondheim this month and next month actually. The end of this month and next month. End of this month and next month, yeah, that's correct, yeah. So then we will actually have a layover in Trondheim as well. And we're supposed to fly to Trondheim tomorrow, but we will see if that happens or not. In regards to MAX aircraft, because I think we're going to be flying with this aircraft, but I made changes because I'm giving up on this aircraft, so yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Scandinavian 75 Tango, identified.
You can't import from the MPC, no, you can't. I entered everything manually, terrain. So you can import flights manually into Volanta, and I imported about 130 flights manually, and that was a pain, but it worked. So I used the manual import. The iFly, yeah, the iFly, that's the problem here, yeah. Not the Max, it's the iFly. My patience are very slim on this aircraft. So yeah. Wait and see. The PMDG one is better nevertheless, so we will most likely then change and probably fly somewhere else with the NG instead. The NG is currently still my favorite aircraft, and since the iFly is actually not that good, so I may actually start to avoid it more actively than I do. Now I just take everything and fly with it here and there, but yeah. But maybe suddenly Norwegian changes aircraft. Most likely not, but yeah.
Drone Torstai cockpit.
So yeah. Yeah, I hope that the service backup will actually make some significant changes to this aircraft. I hope so, because there is a lot of improvements needed. But again, I don't like changing my roster when I have actually made the roster, so it will most likely not be changed, but you never know. See what will happen. Because it's scheduled to fly round trip to Trondheim and round trip to Oslo tomorrow. That's our roster, so. Yeah, how do you do that? If you just go into the import section in the settings, you should have a manual import, and it should say how you do it there. So you need to tick those boxes so we can add and remove different options in regards to what you can import as details. And then you download that file, and then you just... That's something you need to remember. When you have like an origin, destination, flight time, aircraft type, aircraft registration, airline, call sign, flight number, and so on and so on. You are supposed to enter everything under those in the same format. So like, for example, in this case, Economy Bravo Romeo for Bergen, and then a comma, and then Economy Golf Mike, comma, and you don't need a space in between, so everything is like a one long sentence with a lot of commas in between. Hello.
Hi, Captain.
070, wind calm, runway 17, clear plan.
Fantastic landing, by the way. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
Just give me a buzz if you need anything.
Of course. So we just do that, otherwise it will be too loud. Yes, then we should leave the aircraft then. I think the crew is quite eager to get it. Yes, bye-bye, Fox Golf Hotel. It's been an enjoyable day, and your door is definitely broken. That's nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should actually... Yeah, wait, what is that? I think this and this one, yeah. Oh, that was very fast. Forgot to change to the external view. Yeah, it's fairly simple, yes, but yeah, it takes a lot of time. So I was so happy when I was finished with that. But yeah, if you have any other questions, then I can probably... Yeah, it's not easy to... I don't have time, that's the thing. I can't really help you too much, but if you can't get it to work, then just tag me in Discord or something, and I can see if I have time to help you out. I can't guarantee anything, but there we go. I've actually never been here in real life. I've just been at the domestic terminal, so yeah, I actually don't have much experience with this this part of the airport, but yeah. But I mean, again, I love the Max aircraft. It's a beautiful looking aircraft. Just don't not the iFly. That's the one I don't like. But yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And again, if you have any more questions, just ask. But yeah, then we need to round it up. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one today, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow for most likely the round trip to Trondheim and Oslo. I'll wait to see if that will be changed in regard to my patience with this aircraft. That is really the deciding factor here. Yeah, I know the ground power unit from iFly as well is huge. So yeah, but using the GSX ground power unit is just a mess, so better to just use that one actually. But then we need to round up, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Hope to see you all again tomorrow, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and see you all again soon. Bye bye.